being anxious is an appropriate response in these times. And so I think a lot of us are anxious and are afraid and are angry and are sad and are grieving and are confused. And I think, honestly, those feelings go across the political spectrum because I think what is happening is so chaotic and so worrisome. And I think that this administration is doubling down on those feelings and saying the reason you feel yucky is because of that person over there or this person over here or the way the Democrats are doing things. I think that is actually a feature, not a bug, of how our administration is operating right now. I think a lot of the decisions they are making are about sowing greater fear and unease with each other, with our world, with the institutions that we once relied on. I think about this when it comes to the announcement that pregnant women should not take acetaminophen, which is not something the research says. If you look at the research says that actually acetaminophen is safe in pregnancy. And you can read that for yourself. If you want to, you can read the studies. And if you want to, you can research the people who did the studies. But our government is definitely not giving us the whole story. And we're used to being able to trust the government. That trust got undermined during COVID when the messaging was confusing at best. And we had different experts disagreeing with each other and arguing with each other, and these things became politicized. So instead of it just being about health, it became about whose side are you on? And that made it really difficult for us to make decisions. And every decision was one that we felt like we had to defend. If you're wearing a mask, if you're not wearing a mask, your decisions about vaccines and when to get them and who gets them and how to get them and all of those things all of a sudden became much more than just personal health decisions. They became these sort of public announcements of where we stood and with whom we were united. And strangers felt comfortable coming up and judging us for those decisions.